Hey, brother. How you been? Hmm, that's the stuff. You know, I used to clown on you for enjoying this brown, disgusting water, but... Well, I still think it's disgusting, brown water. But it's a necessity. Caffeine. The world's most addictive drug. I still remember when I told you I'd never get hooked. What was it? Plenty of better drugs to lose brain cells over? Yeah, no. Caffeine won out in the end. You look good. At least, better than last time. When was that again? Shit. 2 years ago, huh? I'm sorry, man. I've just gotten really busy these days. The good busy, you know? But still, really busy. I got into community work, trying to pass it forward. You know what I mean? Just trying to give these kids what you gave me. I don't think I'm nearly as good as you were, though. 8 years. You've been laying there for 8 years, man. You trying to break the world record for the world's longest nap or something? Well, I think you won. So, it's time to get up now. I talked to Madison last week. I still try to check in pretty regularly. Money's starting to get a little tight. Can tell she's starting to lose hope. But you know she loves you, right? She's a fighter. Always has been. I'm still with the same girl. Win for me, right? First time I've come in here and not talk about some new girl I'm seeing. I swear, for a while there I thought I had a serial dating problem. But yeah, been with this girl for a little bit. It's going... Lately, it's been a bit difficult. Who am I kidding? It's been pretty hard, man. I don't know if you know what's going on there at all. The world's kind of gone crazy. There was this big pandemic, and a lot of people died. That's why I haven't been by in 2 years. More like, I wasn't allowed to visit for 2 years. We all got locked away for a while. A mandatory quarantine. Whether it helped or not, well, I guess the future will tell us, huh? Anyways, a lot of people kind of weren't in a good headspace during that isolation. My girl was one of them. She had a tough time. That sickness. I got her father, if you can call him that. He left her when she was 4, but I guess there's something to be said about doors that never get to be closed. You know what I mean? I had to commit her. They call it 5150. God, I always hated cop codes. They're people, not just numbers. And people wonder why I hate cops in the first place. Maybe because I spent more time in cuffs than I can count. They said it was unspecified psychosis. Not exactly helpful, if you ask me. She was screaming at the walls. Didn't sleep for 10 days straight. I could have told you something was unspecified. Man, you know, I always thought I'd seen things, know what I mean? Like, life ain't exactly been easy, but having to put her in... And that is without a doubt the single most hardest thing I've ever done in my life. To watch the eyes of someone who completely loves and trusts you turn horrified as they get surrounded by large male nurses and no longer have the right to choice in their life. Can you imagine? I guess if you could really hear me this whole time, you would know, huh? And the screams. The screams, man. As she begged me to let her go home. No. I haven't really been sleeping. I guess that's why I got a new drug addiction, huh? I try to be good, man. I try to do things the way you'd want me to. I want to be everything you wanted me to be. But it's hard sometimes, man. It's hard without you here. I just feel so lost sometimes. Like I'm stumbling around the dark just trying to grab onto the choice that looks best. You always seem so sure. So confident. Like the way you taught us, molded us, guided us was only ever right. How'd you do that, man? I feel so fake next to a man like you. I already know what you would say. Something about God's guidance or something. I still don't get you. There's just so much bad shit in this world. So much hurt, pain, death. How can someone like God be good? And yet bad things like this happen. If God was good, he'd help me wake you up. I went back to the stomping grounds a few months back. Things ain't the same. A lot of new cats. Most of them didn't recognize me. But that's okay. I hadn't been back in 8 years after all. The city's gonna tear it down. Money's been too tight. Not gonna lie, they've been struggling ever since you started resting. I heard Ethan had snapped a few times and attacked some of the kids. Normally I would be angry, but I guess we've all been suffering in our own ways since he left. Ethan was good at running the center, but you were the one who took care of us. I guess he just couldn't hold it together without you. They made a mural of you. It's beautiful. I'm sorry I hadn't been by sooner to see it. I'm sorry for a lot of things. That place, it was your legacy. And I never went back. Now that it's gonna go down, It's just another piece of you I couldn't hold on to. Which means your mural is gonna go too. I feel like I'm losing you. A little bit at a time. Sometimes, when I think of the old times, I can't even remember your voice anymore. But I remember your energy, your warmth, your care. I'll always remember that. But you gotta remind me about the rest of it, okay? Please. Get up soon. Before Madison has to make a hard decision. Alright, man. I need to get going. No rest for the wicked and all that. I'll be okay. I'm always okay. After all, I'm your legacy, right? One day, I'll be good enough to deserve that title.